pessoas, como é que vocês estão? Tá todo mundo bem? Todo mundo vivo? Todo mundo inteiro? Todo mundo no lugar? Todo mundo vivendo a própria vida? Bem, espero que sim. Hoje eu vou jogar Genshin. Por quê? Porque deu vontade. E também porque eu acabei de montar meu computador e eu não tô querendo abusar dele. Eu tive que trocar a placa-mãe. Antes que ele fosse de Vasco. Antes que ele fosse de arrasta pra cima. Antes que ele fosse de Americanas. Antes que ele fosse de come e bebes. Comes e bebes é difícil de falar. Mas enfim, vou botar um jogo aqui pra vocês verem. I wanna swing from the chandelier. Essa música na cabeça. Eles vão ficar cantando ela de hora em hora. Simplesmente porque sim. Droga. Vou ter que logar de novo. Pera aí, gente. Já volto. Um segundo. Yeah! Graças a Deus, Genshin não pediu 2 fatores. Graças a Deus. I gonna swing from the chandelier. Tudo bem que eu comprei a placa-mãe nova. Gastei uma grana com essa desgraça. Mas aí, por causa disso, o Mercado Livre me deu o Disney Plus de graça. Pelo menos por um mês. Também me deu o Star Plus. É bom, levando em conta que aquela desgraça tá 50 conto. Ai, ai. Bora Genshin, é pra hoje, Genshin. É que tá Genshin, carrega Genshin. Vou botar um lo-fizinho aqui. Pra gente ouvindo lo-fi enquanto eu jogo. Será que eu quero ouvir a música do jogo? Vamos ouvir a música do jogo. Finalmente, depois de 3 dias. 3 dias não, quase um mês. Uns 2 meses. Que eu falei, estamos indo em direção a Sumero. E finalmente cheguei em Sumero. Olá, May, como é que você tá? Seja bem-vinda. Peraí que eu não tô ouvindo o chatinho. Por que eu não tô ouvindo o chatinho? Ah, sim. Acho que agora eu vou ouvir o chatinho. Manda uma mensagem. Peraí, eu posso mandar uma mensagem aqui? Não, mandar uma mensagem.
The assumption that every person has somewhere to call home is
Eu não estou ouvindo
naive.
o chatinho.
I got used to living in the mountains alongside the
Por que
birds
eu
and
não
beasts
estou
a
ouvindo o
long time
chatinho?
ago.
Pra onde está indo a voz do chatinho? Vocês estão ouvindo o chatinho? Estilo da Hora Aventureira. Onde está a voz do chatinho? Vocês conseguem ouvir a voz do chatinho? Não? Ah, por que será que a voz do chatinho não está funcionando? Ele está no lugar certo. Por que a voz do chatinho não funciona? Vocês estão ouvindo o chatinho? Porque eu não consigo ouvir porra nenhuma. Agora é a Dora do Mal. Peraí. A voz do chatinho tá saindo pra vocês. Eu acho. Então, por que que não tá saindo pra mim? Ah, não. Tô no lugar errado. Esse aqui. É pra sair. Você tá sofrendo no vavá e eu tô sofrendo com o chatinho aqui. Fala, chatinho. Fala comigo. Fala, chatinho. Seja legal. Conversa comigo. Chatinho, fala comigo, pelo amor de Deus. Pior que eu acho que tá saindo pra vocês, não tá saindo pra mim.
D4 Virgínia. Dissa.
Enfim,
Tasta.
enfim.
Mail Suazilândia.
Se o chatinho não quer
Dissa.
colaborar,
KKKKKK.
problema dele. Pera aí, eu vou fazer uma gambiarra master aqui. É a gambiarra. Isso aqui funcionar. Porque eu vou desativar esse aqui.
My pole arm doesn't distinguish friend from foe,
Aqui
and there is
global,
clearly a
eu vou
limit to the red
desativar
rope's
esse
power.
aqui.
That's why I loathe crowded areas.
Acho que agora você não vai ouvir o chatinho. Pera, calma, um minuto que eu vou resolver isso agora. A gente mexe nessas coisas, tudo para de funcionar. Nada funciona do jeito que a gente quer. Por que será? Aqui. Esse aqui. A gente vem aqui, clicar aqui, papo. Pá.
D4 Virgínia.
Agora eu ouvi o chatinho.
Dissa. Tasta.
Agora está funcionando do jeito que deveria. Eu imagino que agora não tá estourado pra vocês também. Então bora lá.
Mail Suazilândia.
De volta pro jogo.
Dissa.
Finalmente, 3 anos depois, eu cheguei em Sumero. Estou nas portas de Sumero.
Mind be purged, world be saved.
Vamos entrar em Sumero. O Sumeru. Eu gosto de falar Sumero porque a Sumero é mais sonoro, mas eu acho que é Sumeru. Ui! Vamos finalmente encontrar a Arconte Dendro. A coisinha minúscula. E eu só queria essa gata. Por que eu não posso tê-la? O que eu fiz pra merecer?
Obey!
Mano, eu errei os 3. Vou atacar eles, errei os 3. Os 3 pularam bem na hora.
Access denied.
Access denied. Esse mano tem uma música muito da hora.
No touching.
Não touch. Pronto, finalmente, agora eu posso mudar. Temos o bichinho que voa. Ué, acho que é a missão, né? É mais embaixo. Ah, tem uma passagem aqui. Tem que ir por debaixo da passagem. Agora tudo faz sentido, agora as coisas se encaixaram. Eu fiquei preso. Ai meu Deus, eu fiquei preso. Vamos. Pula. Por que você está mandando eu continuar avançando? Ah tá, eu tenho que avançar pra esse lado. Disfarça, gente, disfarça, eu tô perdido. Eu tô indo pelo lado errado. Eu deveria estar vindo por esse lado, pro Sumero. Não pelo lado de lá.
Now that we made it to Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Lorde Menor Kusanali. Lorde Menor Kusanali é a
And
Archon.
speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother.
É, eu tenho que concordar com a Paimon nessa. Ela não tem cara de ser a pessoa que sequestrou o irmão de alguém.
But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information.
Pronto. Tava ajustando o microfone aqui pra eu poder enxergar um pouco melhor. Um pouquinho melhor. Enfim, continuando. Ah, tá.
Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of things.
Paimon, a gente já foi até a cidade.
Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby.
Eu quebrei o jogo, gente, porque eu já fui até a cidade. Eu já fiz missão na cidade. Eu já sei onde é a cidade.
Wait a second. Look! There's someone up ahead!
Não diga, Paimon, não diga.
Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for some directions. Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Eu acho que ela tá só ignorando sua vozinha irritante, Paimon. Desculpa. Eu também ignoro de você de vez em quando. Não, ela efetivamente está ignorando a voz irritante da Paimon.
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she?
Se acalme, Paimon, se acalma.
Well,
Se acalma, senão eu vou ter que te botar na coleira.
heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance.
Tenho certeza que já deve ter alguma arte da Paimon numa coleira. Procurar depois.
We'll just ask someone else for directions.
Essa minha o Sumero vai ser tipo a França. Onde a galera
Let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
tem que seguir lá pra onde? Pra onde eu tenho que ir, meu Deus? Ah tá, pra cá, pra cá.
She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished.
Não, suddenly vanish não, né, Paimon? Eu vi claramente ela entrando aqui em cima.
Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case.
Realmente, Paimon, parece que não é o caso.
Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she?
Eu acho que ela só tá no F1.
What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again?
Bora lá.
Alright
Já tá me incomodando mesmo.
It's not
Com
like we have
certeza ela tá
anyone
ouvindo a
else we
Paimon
can
gritando.
ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we just need her to point us in the right direction. That's all.
A gente vai apanhar, isso sim.
Oh. What a lovely smell.
Pelo menos ela não achou que tinha gosto de comida.
It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all.
Corta a cena da Paimon deitada no chão, olhando pras próprias mãos, toda encantada. Eita.
What's the matter?
É isso,
You
gente.
don't look too good. What? Is the smell making you feel sick?
É isso, minha gente, é isso. É isso,
Paimon
tá
doesn't
batendo.
feel anything.
Tá batendo a bad vibe. Vira ela de lado.
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on.
Graças a Deus, pelo menos desmaiada a gente não escuta a voz do Paimon. Eu vou parar de implicar com a Paimon. A Paimon é legal. Ué? Eita, tô falando, maluco. Bateu. Bateu e bateu bonito, olha. A gente até foi pra outro mundo. Eita, é bad trip. Cara, do nada a Genshin entra numa cutscene incrível. Tipo, você tá ali de boa. Ah, cutscene. Aí você caminha mais um pouco, pá, cutscene. Aí tem outras missões que, tipo, não tem dublagem, tem. Quem és tu? Quem sou eu? Onde eu tô? Pra onde eu vou?
Are you sure it's not serious? The Traveler's been out for a long time now.
Esquece, pai, irmão. Me deixa na minha brisa aqui. Tô viajando.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me.
Primeira
Master
vez
is
na vida dela que ela tá
extremely
viajando desse
knowledgeable.
jeito.
If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Sumero, o lugar das plantas. Pedro, tudo faz sentido, tudo se encaixa agora.
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
Aí tá liberado. Onde é que estou? Quem sou eu?
Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Hyman was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
Tá. Boa que a Paimon também tá
This is
perdidona.
Gandharville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and
Kale.
I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here.
Tá, quem é a sua mestra? Essa é a minha pergunta.
Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort?
Esse gosto da minha boca é muito amargo.
Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious.
Como assim?
Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
Que remédio é esse, moço? O que vocês fizeram comigo?
Whoops!
Bom, ela é desastrada. Eu mereço.
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. I'll get it for you once I am finished here.
Olha, é o garoto das orelhas.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidia Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board, but if Farbode forgets which
Mainly
mushrooms to
Swazilandia.
avoid one more time,
Listen.
I'll have no choice but to
Toca
leave the
Murillo
guide
do
somewhere a
Montei.
little more visible.
Por quê?
Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Fica o jogo. Fica do jogo. Sai do jogo. Da Rage Kit. Confia.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off
Mainly
chance,
Swazilandia.
Farbode simply enjoys having
Lisa.
little imaginary fairies dance
Para
before his
sussurro
eyes,
falo
then
calhau
we'll
os
just
cara
let him
faz
be.
Angola contrario.
But the next time he
normal, isso aí é o
requires any of
padrão
our
desses
medicine,
jogos.
be sure to charge him accordingly.
Essa configuração do Genshin tá certo. Tá, né?
So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He's chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
Tainari. Ele é chefe de todos os guardas florestais.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well.
Cara, acho que é a primeira vez que eu reparei em alguém se referindo a Paimon, tipo, como um ser independente. Eu nunca tinha reparado que a Paimon podia existir sem a gente. Eu ainda tinha esperança de que em algum momento a gente ia descobrir que a Paimon só existe dentro da nossa cabeça e a gente tá alucinando.
It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training in meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneal to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination.
Bom, iria.
In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneal I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
Isso aqui tá cada hora pior, velho. Sim, entendi, me drogaram.
Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences, or did you see anything while unconscious?
E até demais.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Porque eu tô mandando, garoto, obedece.
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
É isso, minha gente. Ganhamos uma casa pra morar.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Sei. Nada relacionado ao sonho que eu tive.
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you.
Tá, começa a explicar.
Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape.
É, faz um tempo, doutor, faz um tempo. Mas eu juro que as alucinações não tem nada a ver com isso.
If you're skeptical,
As
have a whiff
vozes
of
na minha
this.
cabeça, por outro lado, talvez. Pô, maluco, já estão me dando mais coisa pra cheirar. O último me botou lá numa trip bonita. Agora o cara tá me dando outra coisa pra cheirar. Ah, eu mereço.
Oh, are you okay?
Ah lá, ah lá. Tô vendo que eu vou sair de Sumer, ó, no trinque, mano.
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you?
Não.
So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else.
Será?
The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own, at least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell. Okay?
E se vocês pararem de me dar coisa do tipo pra cheirar, talvez eu não tenha problemas.
Good. Now, continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems left and right.
Minha amiga, vocês só tiveram problema desde que ela acordou. Só isso que vocês têm, é problema.
Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first.
Tô de boa. Eu tô tranquilaço. Só bebi um pouquinho. Daqui a pouco passa.
Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon?
Não.
Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know. What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now?
Sim, mas o que quero dizer é... Eu não acho que o que eu vi eram alucinações. Eu também não acho que o que ela viu eram
The vision of
alucinações.
tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
Eu sei. Eu sei muito bem o que é.
Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari?
Ah, é mais fácil não contar nada nessas horas, pai. Bom, você tem que entender.
If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right?
Ele não tá falando a verdade. Com certeza ele não tá falando a
Tainari already
verdade.
knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations?
Certeza, meu.
If that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us?
Porque o cara precisa da gente, pai. Bom, não tá na cara. Usa esse cérebrozinho pra trabalhar, pai, irmão. Não é assim, não. Agora a gente vai ter que descobrir o que ele sabe, que a gente já sabe, mas a gente tem que descobrir mais do que ele sabe.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations.
Para de falar que é alucinação, pai, irmão. Não é porque eu escuto vozes que é alucinação.
But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore.
Às vezes as vozes são as vozes dos
What do you
deuses.
think we should do?
Vamos falar com a Collie.
Good idea. Collie's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru.
Boa ideia, pai, irmão.
Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find
Rise and shine, sunshine. Eita, eu consegui subir no barco. Eu simplesmente consigo subir no barco. Consigo subir na cama? Consigo. No que eu não consigo subir? Eu consigo subir até na cadeira, no encosto da cadeira.
Meili Suazilândia. Dissa. Kika na cama.
Ficar na cama dá? Acho que não dá não. Dá não. Peraí, que vai ser mais divertido com ela. Essa daqui.
Meili Suazilândia. Dissa. Da outra forma.
Não tem outra forma. A gente tá jogando Genshin. Tem essas coisas no Genshin não. Se achar essas coisas no Genshin, você tem que procurar em outros sites.
Alright, next let's see your right hand. Not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful, understand?
Isso, pare de quebrar as coisas.
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... Well, you understand.
Ah, não entendo não. Desembucho.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Pouquinho.
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Tô confiando na gente ainda
Seems
oferece
you're not the
ajuda.
type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day.
Você entendeu, né, Colin? Isso tudo foi planejado.
And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the statue of the Seven.
Por que eu tenho que limpar a estátua do 7?
Tighnari, we're ready to head out.
Got it! I'll be right there! Alright, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
É isso.
Yes, you can count on
Agora a
me.
gente vai tirar todas as informações que a gente pode tirar da Colin.
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Kainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse.
Será?
They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals.
Molando bastante função essa galera aí, viu? Tem que fazer um sindicato.
As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest.
A galera precisa de um sindicato pra arrumar essas coisas aí que não dá não.
Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Coisas estranhas, tudo é estranho nesse mundo.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps.
Gatinha.
Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it.
Ah, isso aqui é uma lanterna? Nem dá pra reparar.
No problems with this lamp. Good.
Bem integrado com a natureza. Muito bom, muito bom.
statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Isso, mulher, eu já caí de lugar maior.
Fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know
Qual
anything about the
altura
Dendro
a Paimon é
Archon?
capaz de flutuar?
What's she like?
Tipo, ela flutua nessa altura por pura vontade? Ou esse é o limite dela? Tipo, ela pode flutuar o quanto ela quiser? Ou ela tem que manter uma altura do solo? E uma pergunta mais importante, a Paimon consegue andar? E se ela flutua o tempo todo, teoricamente essas perninhas dela aí não tem força pra nada. Provavelmente nem pra sustentar o próprio peso.
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukudavata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Opa, temos dois.
Greater Lord Rukudavata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukudavata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Siristana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Mas sim, você não sabe o que aconteceu com o deus da sua cidade, o Arconte, no caso.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Apesar que eu acho que também ninguém sabia o que aconteceu com o Venti e com o Zhongli. O único que a galera sabia mais ou menos o que aconteceu era com a Shogun.
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. But...
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers.
É isso, a gente fumou junto.
Because you two know Amber, right?
Droga, ela conhece a Amber. Por que ela conhece a Amber? Como ela sabe que eu conheço a Amber?
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person.
Temos mais um casalzinho.
Dissa. A Ambeku cuidou dela por um tempo.
Eu tô vendo que tem mais um casalzinho aqui.
She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her.
Bem, agora eu entendi porque ninguém falou da Collie quando ela lançou. É que lançou. Mas enfim.
If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
Eu acho que você se apaixonou pela pessoa ao invés de Mondstadt, mas tudo bem, garota, tudo bem.
Sorry.
Eu nunca vi esse lado seu. A gente conhece ela o quê? 24 horas, então realmente a gente nunca vai ter visto esse lado dela.
You really like Amber.
just now. It must have sounded kinda weird.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters.
Oh, que bonitinho, elas trocam
In one
carta.
letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion.
Bem, eu acho que essa descrição não tem como bater com outra pessoa. Uma viajante loira com sua companheira voadora. Talvez, se a Jean tivesse um papagaio. Aí talvez desse pra confundir a Bárbara, talvez.
I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Ah, pode falar, a gente já tá acostumado.
Ah, so that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really. I wish I could tell you more about the Ginger Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
Faz sentido.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Ruka Devata or the Sanctuary
Ruka
of
Devata.
Surathana until you mentioned them.
Sorasta. Tem que pensar que é
I'm
tudo
happy that was
indiano aqui.
helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Ginger Archon?
Ah, longa história, a gente tá procurando nosso irmão. Esse cara tá resumindo já contexto na
So
tela.
that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right? Alright, we have a statue to clean.
Pô, podia ter contado a história enquanto limpava a
You
estátua,
both
né?
have
Pra
my
adiantar.
thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
Ah, cadê a estátua? Ali. Ui! Esse teleportezinho aí é muito bom.
Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small.
Né, não?
Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Ruka Devata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Ah, boa pergunta. Eu acho que é a menor.
The name does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later.
Boa
Get
ideia.
started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top and you clean everything below.
Ah, então ela pelo menos consegue voar até a altura do topo da estátua. Isso é muito importante. Estamos chegando à conclusão de qual é a altura que a Paimon consegue voar.
Nice work.
E o porquê raios ela não ajuda a gente a pegar as coisas
Let's
no
head down
alto.
and meet up with Kale.
Tá meio rachada essa estátua, não tá não? Bom, agora eu consigo usar dentro. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Olha, ah, ela tá aqui, sentadinha, bonitinha.
Kale, we're back.
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Ó, nem um suquinho.
Hey, food! What kind of goodies did you bring?
Aposto 10 conto que a comida é vegetariana e que a Paimon não vai gostar.
Hey,
Meili
don't be a party
Suazilândia.
pooper. It's not like
Disse.
Kale is a stranger or
Meu pai tá
anything.
demorando una dansa.
Besides, the best
Eita.
way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
Irmão, você tá aprendendo muita coisa com a galera.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them.
Meili
Bom,
Suazilândia.
pita.
Dissa. Só Cuba o padijamas no Janshin.
Olha só, e eu achando que ela tava preocupada com o pai dela, que alguma coisa podia ter acontecido. Não, ela tá preocupada com as gemas do Genshin.
Whoops!
Garota, tu tem mão de alface.
No, you dropped it on the ground.
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
Eu acho que você ficou mais esperado com a comida
Meili
caindo no chão do que
Suazilândia.
com eu caindo no chão.
Dissa. Meu pai sempre bebe as basas de PS da dança. Meili Suazilândia. Dissa. Mas pega o B pra voltar?
Those pitas are amazing. You're quite the cook, Kale.
Qual é a comida que a Paimon não gosta?
Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
Paimon, você gosta de qualquer comida.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll
Meili
be sure to give you a
Suazilândia.
copy of the recipe sometime.
Dissa.
I'll even
Meu
include
pai
all
é
my
marumba.
personal cooking
Energia
pointers, so
mataria
you'll be
por
making
genda
your own pita
agradiela.
pockets in no time.
Tem esse ponto.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
So,
Isso daí é muito tempo com a Amber.
Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
Olha, você estar voando e derrubar as coisas na mesa é algo que só acontece com você, Paimon. Até porque eu não conheci ninguém neste mundo que voasse igual você, Paimon.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature, but Master is actually very kind at heart.
Síndrome de Estocolmo? Acho que não, né?
Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something?
Amu alguma coisa, beleza.
Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there.
E por que que ele não foi?
But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
É, com orelhas daquele tamanho, realmente iria incomodar. Olha a opção de diálogo. Falando em suas orelhas, gostaria muito de tocá-las. Enfim.
I know, right? I've always wanted to pet them too.
Cole, eu já entendi qual é a
Anyway,
sua.
Master could have easily left the rainforest to take up a position at the Academia, but he chose to stay here instead as a forest watcher, helping the locals every day and passing on his knowledge to trainees. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took
Tainari.
care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here.
Mas me carregou como? Me carregou com jeito ou me carregou igual um saco de batata?
Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
Exatamente. O que que a... Ah, eu já sei o que que a Paimon fez. Ela ficou gritando na orelha dele.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh why? Is she going to die?"
Eu
It
sabia.
probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Eu sabia que a Paimon tinha ficado gritando na orelha do cara o caminho todo.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you. Hey! Now even Kali started to laugh.
Essa sua vozinha, essa cara, Paimon.
Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
Não dá pra levar a sério essa cara, minha gente. Olha isso.
No! Don't touch me!
É isso, Paimon. O que você tá fazendo?
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharvaville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
É, Paimon, você estragou o clima. Parabéns.
Ah, Traveler. You've returned.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes. I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh,
A galera daqui tá com muitos
guess
segredos.
we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
A galera tá com muito segredo. Segredos até demais. Onde é que é a minha casa mesmo? Eu vim. É aqui. Tem porta, não? É isso, eu vou ficar aqui sentado e esperar passar 8 horas. Brincadeira, eu não vou fazer isso, né? A gente tem a opção de passar o tempo aqui, então vamos passar o tempo. Tará.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Falou que é isso, a gente morreu. A gente fez coisas que não devia.
Huh? Tainari?
Tudo
What
culpa da
are you
Paimon.
doing here?
Se alguém
Where's
foi pra
Kale?
cadeia, melhor a Paimon.
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself.
Eu sabia que tinha coisa aí atrás.
I suppose it's understandable, though. she hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
Eu já tenho que ir lá embaixo. Será que a gente foi conversar atrás da casa da mulher?
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we?
É.
To be honest, I hadn't realized you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because... well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
Bonitinho. Fico feliz que ela tenha gostado da gente.
Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes.
É isso,
It's a
gente. Tem
disease
eco aqui.
unique to the lands of Sumeru.
Eu
It is
repito, papai não
characterized by
repete.
dark and
Todo
hardened
mundo
scales
repete.
that form on the body.
Ah, por isso que ela não queria ser
At
tocada.
first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
É triste.
Terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar.
Isso. Bem, pelo menos dá pra controlar.
Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said
sempre
they
tem que
had
estar
a
no meio.
cure.
Sempre tem que ter Fatui no meio.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you already are familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
E eu achando que era por causa da doença que deixa ela com escamas. Pior.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. Alright, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Bora junto, né?
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
Alright, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering, like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
Okay.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as the Nilot Pala Lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Tainari, where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilot Pala Lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given
Bem
the
conveniente.
name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. The Nilot Pala Lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Cowpelata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, and is completely contrary to its name.
Faz sentido.
Huh.
Eu imagino que a roça de
There
Sumero
should be
seja
Nilot
a roça
Pala
do
lotuses
deserto.
growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Eu já vi 2 ali. Eu vi todas, na verdade. Uma. 2. 3. 4.
We've gathered enough Nilot Pala lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
5. Eu vou pegar tudo aqui. Certeza que eu vou precisar depois pra fazer alguma coisa.
Hey, Tainari, we found the lotuses you requested.
Let me have a look. Good. Very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Não, não vai. Sempre acontece algum problema.
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they? Let's go find out what's going on.
Por que eu tinha que clicar? Oi, eu tava andando. Por que eu não continuei andando?
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry. I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading, so we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Kainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it.
Eu acho que eu posso
But you
ajudar.
don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the elements. Don't sweat it. We've helped others deal with similar situations before.
Wait, you've met other forest rangers before? I was planning to properly show you both how to identify the withering before you left Gandharvaville. Anyway, since you two are experienced adventurers, come with me. I'm sure you'll both be able to help.
Olha, a ocupação dele passou rapidinho comigo. Já tá me botando pra lutar.
Hey, look! That gloomy area over there looks like a withering zone. Even though Paimon's seen one before, it's still kinda scary.
All right, Traveler. We're about to enter the withering zone. Since you already have experience dealing with these things, you should already know what to do. But please remember, don't push yourself. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go.
Calma, cara, eu não morro não. Qualquer coisa tem save point. A gente sempre pode voltar no save point.
First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Como é que era mesmo que fazia que eu até esqueci? Boa. Mais um aqui. E o último está lá em cima. Droga, foi bater no monstro. Gostei desse ataque dentro da viajante. Bem útil.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Ai.
Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue.
Unleash!
Dando muito dano.
Now, destroy the tumor of the withering.
Do your master's bidding!
Era
We did it!
tirando
Everyone's returned
os
to
botão
normal
errado que eu
now.
apertei. Parece que deu certo.
Yes. Thanks to you two, we were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Por que você não parece tão animado?
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh? Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which withering zones appear has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants.
É crítica social, minha gente.
And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? But why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions. No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world.
Eu acho que tem alguma coisa a ver com aquela maldição dos Helicors.
Oh, by the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
Acho que não.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards.
Será que tem alguma coisa a ver com aquela cidade?
I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul.
Faz sentido. Faz bastante
And as for the
sentido.
Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago, but even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time, until a cure is found.
Eu acho que vai ter algo a ver com Arconte.
Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Bem. Vou terminar a live por aqui hoje. Bem, é isso aí. Obrigado a todo mundo que apareceu. E até a próxima. Bye, bye.